Hey man,
Kendrick,
like the sun says, Walt. The
what
sun will come out tomorrow.
Oh no, man!
Unless it's cloudy, then it won't.
It was cloudy here today when I woke up this morning, but I didn't know they had anything to do with the overcast, man.
What's that? Mavs have lost 9 straight clutch games. Yeah, 9 straight. That's about right.
If we're up by 2, why the hell is Powell leaving his man who was on the 3-point line? Kendrick, you want to take this one? Because this is what we were talking about before we started this.
Oh yeah, man, it's the Dwight Powell effect. You know, and I heard Mark trying to cover for him, but the other guys basically said, "No, you give up the layup, you live the fight, you give up the overtime, but you do not give up an open corner 3 to anybody because the corner 3 is the easiest 3-point shot in the league, and the guy shot it with confidence, and it barely it didn't hit the rim, it hit straight to the bottom of the net. Dwight Powell broke the cardinal rule. You don't give up an open 3. Listen, for any occasion. But hey, it's the Dwight Powell effect. Your boy had 22 Monday night. They had a big whopping 2 tonight, and he gave up a big 3 at the end of the game. So, hey, it is what it is.
Oh man, his basketball IQ is like Baker playing football. Oh, come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's about that. Yeah, about that, right, man. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows you don't give up an open 3. Listen, the guy has to guard. The guy.
Did you see? He knew it too because he put his hands on his head after he shot the man.
Listen,
he knew it.
when it's that situation, that guy has to guard his man. You just gotta hope the guy miss a layup or he's able to recover defensively. Only time you collapse on defense like that if you're down, if you're up 1. Now, if you're up 1, you got to collapse because the layup can beat you. But other than that, you do not collapse to give up an open 3.
Well, there's a good thing about all these losses. I guess I can start getting prepared to start looking at the draft here.
Ain't that fun?
You know, Saturday is gonna be real good. Saturday morning.
Okay.
On CBS, if there's college CBS basketball, I'm hoping there is some. I know there's gonna be bowl games, but I'm hoping that on Saturday there's gonna be some college hoops on Channel 11. Yeah, I'm gonna be scouting. I'm gonna be looking at somebody.
Well, man, if you want to scout and hope, like that, then hey, man, hope for another loss. I mean, hey, let's keep them rolling because you still even with the win, you're still above Sacramento. So hey, that's the team tank. I'm all for it as of right now. Who knows?
Why the hell didn't Capital give the ball back to Brunson to try a 3 instead of throwing it up and turn around? First off, we were just talking about that play. First off, that's Jalen Brunson's fault because he gave him the ball with what 3 seconds left on the deal.
There was nothing else to do but turn around.
For him to do but to turn around and shoot it
and throw up something and hope it misses. The worst possible scenario, when he turned around, it airballed. See, if the ball either hits the rim, that's going to take some more seconds off the clock.
Yeah, it would have took some more seconds off. It hit the rim. Exactly. You were absolutely correct, but that did not happen. We did not get a lucky bounce tonight.
The bad ones don't, bro. The bad ones don't. It is what it is. But KP had a good night, man. 24, 7, 3 blocks. Yeah.
Started out slow for real.
He picked it up.
But Brunson was the one who held the ball up until like 3 seconds left on the shot clock. It's his fault.
Yeah, but yeah, he had a couple of bad moments. He missed the bunny late in the game, and then De'Aaron Fox came back to lay up to tie it up at 90. I mean, you can't miss that layup. I like Brunson, but you got beat. He was point blank. You can't blow a layup late in the game like that. Every point counts. You're struggling for points. You know how hard it is, especially without Luka, to get points in. You can't point blank miss a layup.
Point blank miss a layup is exactly what happened there. I mean, Jesus Christ.
So, but
we got a new Mav on the team. I don't know if that means anything because we caught an L tonight, but I don't put it on him. Well, he only gave 6 points tonight.
Oh man, he had a good, for all his worth, man, he had a good night. IT had a good night. He ran the team, well for a guy just got off the bus. He
Yeah.
ran it. He ran it pretty well. And actually, to tell you the truth,
You know
JK
what?
was trusting him
I'm
late,
gonna
late
be
in the game.
I'm gonna actually give him something here. Now, if he could come out here and play good, give some good minutes or whatever, I
Mm-hmm.
actually wouldn't be upset with seeing him on the team. I actually would be upset with seeing him start.
That's bad for your boy. Especially with him getting in protocol. Night. Because if IT shows out, that's it for night. He's gonna be a out of here.
KP had time to give it back to him. I rewound the play like 10 times. No, there
No,
was
he
no
did not. He did not.
because the plan was to back him down so that he could draw the defender, and he didn't draw the defender. They
Yeah.
stayed on. They
There's,
stayed on Jalen Brunson.
right. There's nothing to do when you catch
And
the
then
ball
KP
3 seconds. When you
and then
catch the ball,
KP, yeah, he threw it up and then it didn't hit the rim, and it was what's his name? It was
because
shot clock violation.
okay. Let's just play devil advocate with this guy. What he's talking about. If KP catches the ball and then quick passes it back to Jalen, Jalen's got to throw up
He about to do the same. Yeah, he about to do the same thing. He ain't got enough time. He don't have enough time.
to do
He does
anything.
not have enough time. He does not have enough time. So let's get to the. I don't know if you want to call these highlights, lowlights, whatever you want to call them. But
Oh man, it's math lights, man. Math lights.
there you go, Mav. Let's get to the Mav lights, man. This year. Oh man. Oh, this kid here. This is one. That's one of my favorite point guards in the NBA today, right there.
Yeah, man. Wish you can do a deal.
No, yeah, right. Yeah, right. I think he got paid already.
Yeah, he got paid. So, well, this dude, he may be traded because of this dude. I mean, if they were smart, they'll keep both of them. Just let them just work off each other. But Kings ain't smart.
Well, they were smart tonight because they got a dub against the Mavericks. What does that say
man.
about us?
Oh man, a blind squirrel finds a nut. Yeah. You know how it is. I ain't gonna give them that much credit. Like what? That's you. They fired the coach 2 weeks ago.
I definitely want Harrison Barnes back on this team. Dodo
right
there.
What was up with Dodo, man? He's picking up fouls like shoot, like my uncle picking up chain.
Well, I tell you, he wasn't finished switch tonight.
He wasn't on the court long enough.
He was not finished switch tonight.
He's finished foul.
Yeah, for real. For real was he, boy?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, Dwight got posted.
Yeah, as usual. Don't do him like that.
Where you Depot Cell fans at? I mean, y'all was hitting up my Twitter timeline a couple days ago. I mean, boy, I mean, good grief, dude.
Yeah, well, that went away real quick.
Listen, a clock's wrong twice. Good
to see IT back. It's good to see IT back on the floor. I tell you that.
Yeah, man, Henderson has like he ran the team pretty good, bro. I'm not, great pocket passes to Brown and KP. I like that dude, man.
Oh man.
I think he's gonna. I think he's gonna end up being.
KP, put it back up there then.
I think that dude's gonna be a instant offense, like Vinny Microwave. He's gonna be a 6-man of the year. I don't think they're gonna start him because of the backcourt.
Who's that?
The guy from Baylor. But I think he could be like a 6-man.
Oh, okay.
Because they got Halliburton and what you call it. So that's too small of a 3. To put him out there with those guys.
Right. I'm sure this out here on Twitter.
I mean, you could have had one because Buddy Hield used a Maverick killer was off today. What he had just 3 points.
Who's that again?
Buddy Hield used a Maverick killer.
What's his name is using a Maverick killer on this team though? Marvin Bagley.
Yeah, he was all over the place. He had his moments on Dwight Powell again. No resistance. How about it?
How many times are we gonna keep saying that tonight? On Dwight Powell again. Oh, Marsky, considering Mavs not being healthy for ages now, they have looked rejuvenated lately. Playing hard, tough law. Powell missed 2 free throws, came back to hunt them in this one. No, Powell falling for the for the okie doke is what lost this game tonight.
Listen, man, you the cardinal rule number 1: when you up 2, you don't give up the 3. You just don't.
Couldn't agree more. Couldn't agree more.
I mean, if the guy hits a 2, what's the worst? You going to overtime?
Yeah, you going to overtime.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I don't think Frankie Knuckles was going to foul him.
No,
it didn't look like it. Oh, but he's right though. Mavs have looked real good as far as getting up and down. I mean, what was it? What was a 30-7 run? And then they come back and put a run together and bring this game close. So no, come on, man. I'm starting to go for me for Powell to be locked out of the arena for the rest of the season. Come on, man.
Hey, man, listen. Y'all gonna start believing me.
And his failed defensive scheme at the end. Dwight really, although has been playing well lately, you can't give that up. Yeah. He knew it too. That's why he put his hands on top of his head as soon as the shot left his hand. He knew it.
He knew it.
He's like, man, I fucked up.
He knew it.
I fucked up bad. I fucked up real bad, man. Oh, man. There's Moses Brown. Uh-oh. Oh, KP deep from deep.
Finally hit a 3 tonight. They ain't got a foul, man. That's why I thought, well, maybe this may be turning the Mavs way, but not so fast.
It didn't.
Lee Corso style.
It didn't. What was the KP on the floor? Why was the KP on the floor at the end there? Because they wanted to go. They wanted to go small because they went with a small lineup on the other end. They knew De'Aaron Fox was getting the ball.
Yeah.
You wanted your quick guys out there.
Like that guy. They got a pretty good player right there.
At the end of the game, did you see KP smirking? You can't do nothing but respect it.
Look at Dwight taking a shot to the face again.
He hit. You want to talk about that 3 he hit earlier? Oh, turnover. Oh, get out of the way.
Yeah,
Vinny. The small ball lineup will do for you right there.
Vinny couldn't do nothing.
Okay, Dodo. Oh, okay.
Got you back. You back. I got you back, boy. I got you back.
Look out. Slam a jam.
This dude got the ugliest shot after the push shot he got.
Yeah.
It's kind of Sean Marion-like. But it goes in.
Kevin Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, KP.
Oh, hey, KP. I like when he's aggressive.
Kevin Martin used to have the ugliest shot, but it would go in. Oh, this guy here. I want him back on the Mavs.
Yeah, Kings probably looking to trade everybody.
We did trade for Brown, right? I think we signed Sterling Brown.
Sterling had a good night shooting threes, man. He had a good night shooting threes tonight.
Who's that?
Sterling Brown.
Did he?
Yeah, he's shooting those corner threes like a mug. He's been shooting them for the last 2 or 3 games, man.
Oh, really? He only gave me 8 points tonight. Okay.
Yeah, but the
okay, here we go. Here. Okay, let's go back to the player. This is the player question right here. Let's go back to this real quick. Okay, how many seconds on the shot clock? Okay, he gives it to him 12. Okay. Oh,
no, this is the play. This is the possession before. This was 33 seconds.
He went to the free throw line. Okay, right.
Let's move it. Let's let it play on a little bit.
Oh no, we're going. They missed it. They're going straight.
They're going. Yeah, Dwight, what in the hell are you doing?
Yeah, you see Sterling Brown looking at him like, bro, what the F, bro?
Like,
now,
dude.
Let's take a look at that one more time. All right, so the question was, why wasn't KP on the floor? You see right here, they have all their small guys in the game.
Right.
No big guys. KP is too slow for what's about to happen here. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Dwight Powell should not collapse. So Dwight Powell's supposed to come over just a little bit here, just to show him in the corner, just to show De'Aaron Fox that, all right, I'm gonna step to you a little bit, but he's not supposed to leave his man and come all the way over. I think you said this the other day. He bites on fakes and stuff like that. That's what he's got to stop doing. But let's run it right here. See right here, he's supposed to step right here to show him. not come. He thought that De'Aaron Fox was going to take the shot. There was never the plan. I'm not going to say there never was a plan, but De'Aaron Fox is their point guard. But let's take a look one more time. All right, so after KP makes these free throws, really think the ball should be in his hand in the fourth quarter. Let's say, okay, so here we go. Here's De'Aaron Fox. He's coming. Dwight Powell is supposed to stay right here. See that right there? He's supposed to stay right here.
Okay, even if you flash, you're not supposed to flash all the way to the paint. You're supposed to stay within the length of your guy. At best, you can't just
he just all of a sudden he committed. You're supposed to show him that you're coming, and then keep your body parallel between the basket and the cutoff line, because if the pass is coming, you put your hands up to stop the pass. Okay, he just full on committed. So watch this as we run this through. Now watch Dwight Powell. Oh, I'm just gonna come all the way to the basket and try to block.
Bam, got you. Bam. And here's Sterling Brown looking at him like, dude, how stupid are you?
That is what Ed Tovash 10 when he says those guys on the other end of the floor, they get a check too, don't they? They get paid too to play basketball, right? All right.
Yeah. So. You listen, like we said before, Walt, the cardinal rule, when you up 2, you cannot give up open 3 on that situation. You just can't. If you're down, if you're up 1, go commit, because a bucket can beat you. But you can't, on that situation, you can't give up an open 3 like that. You just can't. That's just bad basketball IQ. Kid looked like he was little. Little P. I'm looking at the Mavs postgame show right here, so I may got a little bit forward. Like he was little P. Little irritated.
Little irritated, yeah.
Little irritated. Little butt chat. little butt chat. You get the little butt chat, make you irritated.
Yeah, man. Oh man, what can we do, guys? What can we do?
Oh, y'all come up, Mavs fans. Me and Walt and Tovash and EA and Billy, we done come with all the ideas we could. Even Frost. Y'all can send the ideas, man.
Let's get to the comments here real quick before we get to the stats and facts. Wake me up in the off season. This season's a dud. All right, well, I'm with you on that. We're talking about Moses Brown, 5.5 rebounds in 10 minutes. Those are Moses Brown stats. We use the foul to give away. No, they did the foul right. They did the foul right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now what you didn't want Dorian Finney-Smith taking the fouls. What you wanted, but the Kings did that on purpose because they knew he had 5 fouls. So that's the guy who they wanted to get out the court. Now, I guarantee you, if he was on the court, that whole thing was different.
Yeah, he's guarding. He's guarding
De'Aaron Fox.
He's guarding
De'Aaron Fox. Would have been better just giving up the layup, which is what you were supposed to do, and go to overtime. So who takes the fault for that last play? Coaching staff or players? That's going to be 100% Dwight Powell on that play.
Right.
Because he bites on play fakes too.
Yeah. That's why he gets in foul trouble all the time. He bites on it.
Okay, I think I was watching the Orlando Magic story the other day. They played it on ESPN. Okay. I can't think of the player name. They were playing the Pacers in the finals. And they told the dude before he left the bench, don't bite for the fake, okay? Everybody knows that Rick Smith has a fake that he's going to go for. Don't bite the fake, okay?
Right.
And what do? As soon as they pass the ball to Rick Smith, this dude bites on the fake. I feel like that's what happened in Dwight Powell. They probably said, hey, don't go for the ball, okay? If it's there, don't do it.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, all right, I got it, coach. We're not going for it. And got out there and said, well, you know what? He's coming to the basket. I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
I got to get him. I got it. I can save this guy. I can kick this block shot and be the hero. And you know how they went.
I'm gonna blame whoever was supposed to be guarding the guy in the corner. That was Dwight Powell. Yeah. Dwight Powell was supposed to keep himself parallel between De'Aaron Fox and the guy in the corner. He's supposed to have his back to the guy in the corner and have his hands out in case De'Aaron Fox makes the pass, so that way he can try to he can at least attempt to block it.
And Mavs fans, what you saw, even though we don't know who a clue met, we don't know who Meto is. What that was a practice shot. That
Yes,
was
it
a
was.
practice. That was a practice shot. That was a shot you shoot. He had enough time to bend his knees, arc it, and just follow through with his fingertips. And you saw what happened, bobbing the net. It looked pretty. It looked real pretty.
That's a tough play. I get what y'all saying, but if I was Dwight, I probably would have done the same thing. And I tell you what, you would have got benched. You would have got benched in high school,
Yeah,
college, anywhere else. You just
yeah,
don't do that, man.
yeah. You'd have got chewed out soon. You hit that soon.
Yeah.
Soon we got to the locker room.
Hey, you might not be benched. You might not say nothing in the locker room either.
Yeah.
You might not want to say nothing in the locker room. That might
Yeah,
get
somebody make you may be a haymaker coming at the back of your head.
Man, yeah.
Sterling Brown looked at him like, dude, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
We don't give up. You don't give up with hoping corner three.
I wonder how many people go home. I wonder how many dudes go home and talk to their girlfriend and be like, man, this dude sucks, man.
Probably shoot. That shit they call on every day. Shoot, they probably saying to their teammates, man, this dude just sucks, man. I'm pretty sure Jason Kidd looking at some of them saying, man, and going to his coach and saying, man, these two are ass.
He probably watched by Mark Cuban and says 11 million, huh?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. But J Kidd, you just don't understand. He's so underrated. I mean, the things he does. You can't put him in the stat column. He's just so underrated.
No.
Yeah, man.
Okay. All I want is Carly Jones if he run Hunt back to the Texan Legends. Well,
Carly Jones.
They might be coming back soon. Don't worry about it. Matu is a former Spur. Of course he is. Do you blame the coach or the players? Player.
Play on that.
Player. I'm almost for certain. I know. I see how Coach Kidd coaches. I know for a fact he told them. He said, "Don't give up faith." Or he probably even said, "Give up the layup."
If the guys give the layup, we'll play for overtime. But we don't give up an open three.
Right.
We don't give up an open three. Listen, man, this ain't the early 2000s. All these guys in this NBA, all these guys can shoot threes, especially.
Not only that, these guys are all athletes, man. These guys can get to the basket like it's nothing. It's nothing. Why can't this organization swallow its pride instead of trying to make the 7th or 8th seed in the playoffs every year? Just suck a couple years and get young, great talent.
Ask Cuban about that.
Because Mark Cuban argued, Jeff Kavanaugh, Mike Bassick, and myself that's just not the way you build a team anymore. What you do is
Twitter.
Yeah, Mass Twitter too. That's just not the way. That's just not the way it's done anymore. That's just not the way you do it.
No.
You get guys. You
get that one guy, and then you just go. Go.
You get three guys on a couple 2-year deals, possibly 2 years with a player option on the last one, and bring them in. Is what you do.
Yeah. Who needs that? Who needs that 3 to 4 year ride? As far as building through the draft, nobody does that anymore.
Yeah, no, you don't do that anymore.
Even though Golden State, Phoenix, 2 best teams, and Utah, 3 best teams in the West did it.
Right.
But what do they know?
So, in other words, Dwight getting chewed out of the locker room right there. But I still say he missed free throws, cost us more. Can't go to the line and miss 2 straight freebies.
That's what he does. That's what he does. He's not good at anything.
Listen, here's the thing, guys. Okay. This is what makes it so hard because when you don't have a good roster, you can't even punish the white pal.
No.
Who are you going to give his minutes to? You took him out of the starting line. I mean, they took him out of the starting line. He has to start now because half the team's in COVID. But when he makes a mistake like that and he gets in the doghouse, you have to play him even though he's in the doghouse. You have to play him.
For sure. Yeah. I mean, where's Willie? We where is Willie?
I think they get ready to trade Willie. I think they try to trade Willie.
Is he in a cave somewhere?
Willie must
in
have
Arizona?
Willie must have said or did something. They like, dude, don't even come back. We don't want you here no more.
Dwight. So why am I playing behind this suck ass player?
I don't know what happened, but I think that's what they told him.
Yeah, he ain't coming back.
I would like to get Tim McMahon on that one.
Yeah, he ain't coming.
Ken, I told you I got 20 for you. If you call Lucas sweet potato and he turns around at the game until you talk about it at the game. Well, they didn't make the eighth. They didn't make the seventh or eighth seed last season. They made it fifth last season. I don't think Luka's interested in taking. Listen. At this point, it's not about what Luka wants.
Yeah.
It's about listen. You can tell Luka this. You can stay right where you at with these guys right here, or we can start rebuilding and get you some guys in here to help you win.
Hey, you're right, bro. Just tell me, how many times do you want to get put out in the first round?
Yeah,
because that's what you're looking at. Even if you make it, even if you're able to pull this team to a 7th or 8th seed, you just gonna get fed to Phoenix, or Utah, or Golden State, and dude, and who wants that? Who wants to get just whooped in 4 or 5 games? Just go and get your lottery pick and start building.
Oh man, Willie is gone. I've been said that they're gonna waive him. I don't think they can waive him. I think it'll cost them too much money if they waive him. That's why they haven't done it yet.
How much is his salary?
I'll look it up and say, okay, I ain't better slightly, but you get my drift. Instead of getting young, great talent through the draft by getting high draft picks. No, that is the way you do it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what Mark Cuban says. That's what you do.
That's what you do. That's how you do it.
No, okay. The last couple of teams that have been to the finals are in the playoffs. All those teams that are at the bottom of the conferences a couple years ago are now all at the top. Okay, Phoenix Suns, Milwaukee Bucks, the Brooklyn Nets, Philadelphia,
right?
Utah. You know why? Because these guys are drafting. They're making trades. They're signing players in free agency, and when they're drafting. When you draft, you got to get you draft you a superstar, and you got to draft you a glue guy. Mm-hmm. Phoenix is the perfect model for that. Okay, they drafted their guy in Devin Booker, and they went and got their glue guy in Mikal Bridges. All right, and what did they do?
And then Walt, they went and got their free agent at the end, right, in Chris Paul.
Well, they traded for him.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but they went and got their experienced free agent to put them over the top.
They drafted Devin Booker, and when they drafted Devin Booker, they were cutting salary. That's another thing you got to. That's the last thing you got to do too. Save your salary cap money. Okay.
Yep.
Save your salary cap. That's probably number one most important. Save your salary cap. Because what the Suns, they started cutting players and keeping Devin Booker, and they sucked it. They kept saying, "Oh, get Devin Booker out of here," but they kept saying, "No, we're saving our salary cap. We've drafted Devin Booker. We went and got a glue guy and Mikal Bridges, and then we'll draft you another young guy in DeAndre Ayton."
Right.
And when that happens, okay, well now we got three guys to build around. Now we got all the salary cap money. It's nothing to us to go sign Jay Crowder or get Cam Johnson or go get Chris Paul.
Right. You can't skip steps. And really tell you, my man Money. Listen, the only teams that get big time free agents on the coast,
LA and Miami.
And even if you look now, LA and Miami may have to start rethinking what they're doing. They may have to start building through, because now that's not working. Those teams, whether it's COVID or whether it's just regardless, they're not off to the great starts that they want to be on. So you got to build through the draft. You can't skip steps in this, man. This is a process. You have to go through it. You can't be people that are impatient. You're not ready for this kind of business right there. You cannot skip steps. I don't care what Mark's trying to tell you. You can't skip steps in doing it.
You can't. And first off, think about this: the Lakers won the championship with some of the young guys they drafted in Kuzma and stuff like that, and they get rid of them after the second year and say, "Okay, we got to go get now." Now they can't even. They barely lucky if they even make the playoffs this year right now. Until
they just lost the 5th straight.
Yes.
The 5th straight.
And in the last 6 games, LeBron James has scored 30-something points. LeBron James should not be scoring 30 points this late in his career. He should not. I'm sorry. And if he's scoring 30 points, they should win. But you got Westbrook over there, I keep telling everybody it ain't gonna work. I heard Kenny the other night tell us, I keep trying to tell you, don't give up on this team. I'm like, no, this team is done.
Yeah,
It's
that's
done.
done.
It's a wrap.
That's done. That's done.
But you
can
know what? But hold on, though. Hold on. To the Lakers' credit, though, here, let me tell you what the Lakers did that's smart, though. To the Lakers' credit, they got all these guys on the team. At any given point, they can package all these guys up and go get somebody. It's nothing.
Right.
So when the time is right, like when the trade deadline, if it ain't working, they can get you can put Westbrook and Melo and Dwight Howard and all these people together in a deal and get you somebody back. So I'd look out for Lakers though. Don't think it's over with yet. No, don't. There's a method to the madness, and you're gonna see they're probably gonna make a move. Why are folks already giving Luka the keys to the Mavs? He ain't earned it yet. Do what you got to do to get your squad better. F what he wants. I don't know. Maybe he should focus on getting in shape too.
He's going to fat camp, man. He's getting his belly tight, man. When Luka come back, you're gonna see at least one ab.
Bucks won the championship and they didn't tank. Absolutely incorrect. The Bucks did tank. How do you think they got Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Yeah,
they tanked. They were bad.
The Bucks were bad.
They did the exact same thing the Suns did. They drafted their guy in Giannis and built around him. They worked it through trades, free agency, say their salary cap, and got the guys in here.
Yeah, the Bucks were bad 5 years ago. The Bucks were bad basketball team.
All the teams that were bad at about a couple years ago, about 5 or 6 years ago, they're all at the top of the Western Eastern Conference right now.
Mm-hmm.
All of them. Clippers too. Now you know what? That's another team. How many times they did all this Kawhi and Paul George? They ain't even made the finals yet.
No, it's not guaranteed.
They've done everything. Think about this. They have an owner over there who's willing to spend money.
Right. Now they've maxed out their assets. That's 13. I mean, they pulled out all the stops. I mean, they make him pull a deal, kind of like the Lakers with if they want to do a Paul George deal, if they want to redo, but they maxed all the odds and it hasn't gotten them anything. It just hasn't. So it's not a guarantee, guys. Being a big time.
Only thing about the draft is it takes so long to get there. If they do, no, it really doesn't take you to. It really can't take you. It don't take you. It's up to you.
If you don't want to be patient, I mean, you got to be patient.
Yeah, it's up to you. Poor Lakers, how hilariously sad. But after they got Giannis, they kept going to the playoffs and losing in the first round. I don't remember them really making the playoffs. I think Giannis came 16?
Yeah.
After about 3 years after that.
Then they started,
Yeah, then they started going to the playoffs.
Yeah, when he started getting his body bigger. Because remember when he came in the league, he was skinny.
He was puny. Actually, they went to the playoffs after they fired Coach Kidd.
Yeah.
It's really when it happened. I want to look that up. I wonder what year. I know he got here in 2016. I know they missed 17. I think they went no, he came early in 16. What year did we do the Rondo trade?
Jesus, that's wild.
That was 16.
Let me see when Giannis came in the league. I can tell you that now.
Let's see.
When Giannis got in the league. It's been so long ago, I don't even remember when Giannis came in the league. Good God.
Because remember Giannis came in the league 10.
Giannis came in the league in 2013. Giannis came in the league in 2013. That's when it was.
Okay.
Remember we wanted everybody wanted him that year. So in 2013, so they really didn't start making the playoffs till what? I want to say they didn't start till about 16. 18, let's see.
Yeah,
All-Star years, 16. He went to the All-Star 2016, early in Milwaukee. 13 to 16. It looks like he didn't start going into the playoffs until about anywhere between 16 and 18.
Okay.
Is when they started going.
So he got there in 13.
13, that's 5 years.
Yeah.
That's 5 years or not, because he didn't get to the league and it started Oh, going to the
Yeah,
playoff.
hell no.
They were a bad basketball team for about 2 or 3 years. I do know that.
Right, and then they got I forgot who the coach was before they got what's the name? The coach, because Budenholzer was the coach for Atlanta, and they fired Budenholzer, and then that's how he got over there.
Yeah, because Budenholzer had them good regular season Atlanta Hawk team, but they had Joe Johnson, but they didn't have a real superstar. You know.
Where we leave off? Are the Warriors for real? Yes, I already said at the beginning of the season I took the Warriors to win the finals this year.
Yeah,
and I had Steph Curry to be MVP for the season.
The words are like of playing that Jay-Z song. Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Yeah, and I told you they're gonna drop what's the name in there just at the right time. They're gonna drop Clay in there just at the right time.
Yeah.
But that's why I tell folks be patient with the Mavs. People are seriously expecting them to be contenders already. Just to see, the problem is that with the Mavericks is that they went to the playoffs these first few years, and everybody's like, "Oh, we're back. The Mavericks are good now." And it's like, no,
including your fanboy owner who said, "Boy, Dwight, Max, and Dodo, boy, these guys are ready right here."
Actually, last year in the playoffs, he ridiculed them. He said, well, the reason why we lost the playoffs is because our role players didn't hit their shots.
Well, the year before that, they was on the cusp.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Listen, Walt, it's like when I've been like I said with those guys. When Luka came on the scene his second year, those guys all peaked. They peaked. They all hit career highs in threes, field goal percentage. And it's been a fall, and it's been a steady downtrend since then. They never could have been as good as they was in 2019, that COVID year. I mean, when the league shut down, they've been on a steady. These players have been on a steady decline, and it's not like they're like young. Most of those guys I'm talking about are either close to their 30s or in their 30s. So that's what the type of player they're going to be. They're not getting any better.
Right. Oh man, thank you. That's why I love when they make the playoffs right off the back, basically. But it spoiled a lot of people. Yeah, it did spoil a lot of people.
Yep,
it did.
Yep.
And everybody. And then wait, the year after the bubble, then they said, "Oh, we're going to commit to defense. We're going to get Josh Richardson." They had the number one offense in the NBA and said, "Yeah, we don't want to be that anymore. We want to focus on defense."
Yeah. That was on.
And let's get rid of Seth Curry and let's get rid of everybody. Let's bring Josh Richardson.
Let's get rid of our best shooter on the team. A guy Luka needs on the team to, you say you want catch and shoot players. Well, you just got rid of your best.
Oh God, this sounds like Mark Cuban. Tanking doesn't always work. Can you give me a team that it hasn't worked for you yet? I would love to see a name. I'll probably give you one right off the bat. Sacramento Kings. That's about it.
Listen. All right. Tanking doesn't always work, but it's your best bet to get back better as far as getting back to contender status. You can't skip steps with this, man. You're not. Listen, there's got to be some reality here, Walt.
Hold on. Let me just clarify that. And this is the same conversation I had with Mark Cuban before he blocked me that one time. Okay. First off, you don't win. There has not been an NBA championship team that has not won a championship without the player they drafted. There may have only been one or two. And even still, if you want to say the Detroit Pistons 04, they drafted Tayshaun Prince.
Right.
When they did it. Right. What other team was I getting ready to say? I think the Pistons were the only one that I wanted to say. But everybody else, if you go back, even the Celtics, Larry Bird, Paul Pierce when they won, the Pistons, they drafted Isiah Thomas. The Chicago Bulls, they drafted Michael Jordan. San Antonio Spurs, they drafted Tim Duncan and David Roberts.
Houston Rockets drafted
Akeem Olajuwon.
Yep.
Then they won 2 back-to-back. The Lakers, they drafted Kobe. Who else you got? Who else you want me to go with?
Mavs, Dirk.
Mavs drafted Dirk when they won the championship. You have to build. You have to draft your guy. You have to get your guy in the draft. That's just the way it is. There has been no team to do it just yet.
Miami Heat, D Wade. I could just.
Oh, you know what? Well, you know what? I take that back. Oh, Toronto did it a couple years ago.
Yeah, you.
But then again, they didn't draft Pascal Siakam to build around him because they got what's the name in the trade.
Didn't they? Oh, okay, yeah.
That's probably the only team. That's probably the only team.
Yeah.
Philly. When you talk about back in the day, when Philly won a championship, Philly won a championship, they drafted Dr. J.
Right. I think they drafted Moses Malone before him.
Right. So I'm just saying, you don't do it. The Lakers and stuff back in the day. You have to go and draft to get Miami Heat. Guess what? For LeBron to come there, guess what? It's Shaq to come there. They drafted Dwayne Wade.
Yeah. And really, if you want to get really good, you got to do what the Warriors did what the Showtime Lakers did what the 80s Celtics did. You need to go in there and get you 2 or 3 stars. Remember, the Celtics drafted Bird, they drafted Parrish, and they drafted McHale. It wasn't just okay, bam. The Lakers drafted Magic, they drafted Cooper, they drafted James Worthy, they drafted Byron Scott.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to the Golden State Warriors, Curry, Thompson, Green. You have to go into the draft not just one time, really. You got to go 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, you do.
In there.
You do. Yeah. Yes, there is. I tell folks that too. There's such a thing as getting too defensive minded. Mavs went full defensive mode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, good luck attracting talent through free agency while you constantly go to the playoffs and lose in the first round. And that's the thing. That's another reason why you have to go to the draft. Okay, listen, players. Now, listen. I honestly can say that since Rick Carlisle's gone, I'm interested to see if players will be lined up to come here and play because players didn't want to come here and play for Rick Carlisle. I know that for a fact.
I'm interested. You know what? I'm interested to see how Green developed. Because let's face it, Rick Carlisle wasn't a fan of young players. He's not a fan of. He wants.
He's already over in Indiana trying to get rid of those guys already.
Yeah. So that was one reason why your young talent here when you were drafted wasn't developing, except for Luka, who's a bona fide superstar. You had no choice but to put, but but young players wasn't developing. He doesn't care for rookies and first, second year players. He buries them on the bank. So I like to see how Green can do underneath kids. Honestly and truly, just see how he can develop. Yeah. Because if Carlisle was still here, listen, we know Carlisle. If Carlisle was still here, Green would barely be still getting minutes. He'd still be buried on the bench somewhere.
Okay, Philly, Sacramento to name a few tanking a lot of years. Now Philly's been to the
Eastern Conference
Finals. So they've reached it. Now they got something they just can't get over the hump on that.
Yeah.
Point. But they've drafted their 2 guys. They drafted Ben Simmons and they drafted Joel Embiid at that time. Now they drafted a whole bunch of people that they got rid of. Markelle Fultz, all of them. Kings have been tanking for years and have gotten okay. The problem is the Kings don't know how. Now remember this: the Kings had the opportunity to draft Luka, and bFbdfw said no because apparently he got beef with Luka's dad or something like that. The Kings have missed out. Kings are under bad management, but I even said the Kings as a team is one of them. That's one of the teams that's literally been tanking and hasn't.
Yeah, and he lost his job because of that. Right, Sean. He lost his job literally because of that.
You need to be in the top. You need to be at the top or at the bottom of the conference to get better. If you're in the middle of the conference, you're just spinning your wheels. Very true. Very true statement.
You're on that mediocrity train, brother.
Not always, but you have a better chance to have a better team if you are an elite team at the top of your conference and can attract talent or suck and get high picks to see if you can get them. That's just, I mean, the Phoenix Suns are a prime example of what we're talking about. The Phoenix Suns sucked for all those years, and now they put themselves in a position. Hell, even Hell, even the Grizzlies are on their way back.
Right. All those draft picks.
Because they drafted Jaren Jackson Jr. and Ja Morant. They're on their way.
And they drafted my boy, Desmond Bain.
Yeah.
But he's showing out, man. He's showing out.
They're doing some good drafting over there.
Yeah.
Desmond Bain.
Because, Walt, they know what they are. They know they're not going to get no. They're not fooling themselves. They know that they're not going to get no big time free agent.
This is the best statement all night right here. Desmond Bain wouldn't have got any minutes if he was here and Rick was coaching.
Correct.
Yep. That is absolutely true.
Because as soon as Desmond Bain made a mistake, Rick would have got fed up, wouldn't buried him on the bank.
I mean, hell, we had Jay Crowder. We let him go.
Yeah.
We let him go. Josh Green wouldn't get any. He didn't get a shot with Rick here.
Yeah.
He didn't. He played like a couple times, and that was it.
You remember when I blasted? You remember last season I blasted Rick? I don't know what was that game. It was the game against the Miami Heat. They was at Miami, and basically Josh Green was the reason they won that game. You remember I said something? Josh Green last season was the reason why they won that game. I think they played the Miami Heat on the road, and then the next game, it was like he didn't get a minute. I think it was at Memphis, and they ended up losing the game at Memphis. And it was like Rick telling Josh, it was like a big screw you. Just like, you're a rookie. Who cares? I'm burying you on this bench, even though you won us the game against Miami. We playing Memphis. I got all my guys back, so screw you. So, and that's part of the reason why he needed to be gone. You can't do that, man.
I think I have Coach Kidd here ready to go. Until Phoenix gets a ring, I will say tanking works. It doesn't take Phoenix to get a ring to prove tanking works. All the championships before you, everybody who has a championship right now tanked to get to the championship. Every team, even including the Mavericks, when they got Dirk Nowitzki and they won. Hell, we got Dirk and Steve Nash.
And Sean, who's in a better situation, Phoenix or the Man?
Yeah, you know how they got there because they tanked and was drafted.
Yeah, I would love to be in Phoenix's situation right now because they're closer to a ring than the Mavericks are. Light years close.
Okay. I don't know what the hell they're doing with the ring.
I mean, good God, Devin Booker's turning into a top 5 player.
Oh my God. He was already. I mean, and talk about trying to argue me down with that. I was like, dude, he's top 10. He's like, no, he's not. And I'm like, Devin Booker is a top 10 player in today's NBA.
Right now, he's turned to a top 5 player, bro. I mean, he's putting up 30 plus 6 and 7 a night now.
You know what? The thing with that is that another thing that works for Phoenix too. Another thing, you got to get the right coach. They got the right coach to coach those guys. And Monty Williams, I have been screwed. There's 2 coaches that I love in the NBA. Fizdale and what's the name? And Monty Williams. Those are 2 coaches I love. Booker was already there. You better recognize one of my favorite non-Mavs players. What do you mean Booker was already there?
Oh, look at that. Speaking of Rick Carlisle, look at him. He lost again to the Charlotte Hornets, a team that's starting to build their team, that's building their team through the draft.
Are you watching NBA TV? Hold on, man. Let me rewind. Are you watching? Yeah.
No.
Right there, NBA TV.
Oh, Rick. Oh, yeah. Oh, Rick. Rick. Yeah.
Terry Rozier. Scary Terry. Okay. All right, let's get okay. So it looks like there's a long pause. I don't know what was going on. I don't know if Coach Kidd was yelling at the team or something before this interview.
Maybe it was Dwight Powell. Man, this guy's
having a conversation.
This guy's
having a conversation with old Dwight Powell here. But this interview here starts off with a long pause. So I'm gonna see, can I speed it up?
Yeah, man. It's
to the point where he comes in.
Yeah, man. When you got basketball players with bad basketball IQ, it hurts. Especially when you built your career on being a high IQ player.
Okay, all right. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can.
Let's go.
Oh, there he is.
Okay. All right, we'll start with a couple questions in the room, and we'll throw it to you, Dave.
Hey, Jason. Just wanted to ask about the thought process behind a couple of the late game decisions. First, there's a timeout right after I guess it's the last defensive stop with 27. It looked like everybody was immediately calling for timeout.
Yeah.
What was the thought process on that one?
To get JB back in the game, we had him out. So.
Okay. And then was it always the design KP post up on the following play?
No, that was secondary. We wanted to get the switch. It just took too long to get the red, and then KP entered the post, and he was up against the shot clock, and that was just a tough shot. We put him in a tough situation.
And then the foul to give, which was Dorian's sixth. Was the thinking that it wasn't going to go into Dorian's man, or was that just going to be a casualty in case it?
Yeah, that was a casualty. We talked about taking the foul when it first got in, and so we did. We saw what they were running. They didn't have the opportunity to take a timeout, and then they just, Fox makes a heck of a play.
Did you have a chance to see the final play again? What did you make of the defense?
Yeah, it's tough. DP was going to help. He thought Frank might have been beat, but unfortunately, if we give up a layup, the game is tied. We're going to overtime. But DP went to help, and they made a shot.
Okay, go ahead, Zoom, Dave. Thanks.
Got anything on Zoom, guys? No hands raised yet.
Well, what do you think of Isiah's debut?
I thought he did great. To come from home to come and help us put us in a position to win, I thought he was really good.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
All right, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Thanks, Jason.
You can see him. Well, you can see it. You can. Well, you can see it. He wanted to say, yeah, I got a stupid player. I just got a stupid player. He thought Frankie was beat. He said, he come to help, and he gave up the open. You can see it. You can see the frustration written all over his fake wall. He wanted.
Well,
I mean, hey man, hey man, that's it. Hey man, that's at 11 million going. 11 million going right to waste. You can see
no.
yeah, man. Yeah, J Kid, man. That's 11 million you got sitting on there, man. Yeah. Man, he looked defeated. He looked defeated.
Hey! You saw that nobody want to coach kids now. He was like, "Anybody got any questions on Zoom?" Nah. We already know what happened.
Kid was like, "Hey man, if he gets past them, we go in overtime." Dwight. Dwight. He said it. Dwight thought he was beat, and the three, and Hey man. Hey, man.
From the disgruntled coach to the disgruntled player, I got your favorite Coast game guy.
Oh my God.
Jalen Brunson got him up, ready to go.
Moat face.
Well, you can't tell it now. He's got his mask on.
Oh, you can tell. You can tell.
All right, Dave, can you hear us?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. All right, we'll start in the room. Thank you.
Hey, JB. What was your assessment of the final offensive possession that you guys had where it got to KP?
I think we kind of just got into it a little slow. I probably should have started in the middle of the floor. I mean, I was kind of the ball was tipped. KP didn't get a clean catch. Just could have went a little smoother, a little better. But I mean, yeah, that's really it. So what you see is what I saw too.
Yeah. Did you feel like that happened kind of throughout the final 5 minutes? That the offense just blacked down a little?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. We had some opportunities where we could have cleaned things up, and yeah, it was. It could have been a lot smoother, and but it's all right. I mean, our defense gave us a chance to win the game, and you got to tip the hat off to Metu.
All right, go ahead with Zoom, Dave.
Okay, we've got one from Eddie.
Hey, Jalen, did you get much of a chance beforehand to talk to Isiah? And what did you think of him after a whirlwind day coming in and doing what he did?
I didn't really talk to him before the game. I mean, I said what's up throughout the game. We were talking a lot of basketball, a lot of stuff. I mean, just after the game, I just went up to him and said, yeah, my dad just really says what's up, man, and just praying for you and hopes for the best. And he knows my dad. So I kind of have that connection with him there. But I mean, like I said before, I mean, these past couple of times about these players coming in on these hardship deals, it's a tough thing to do, and especially what he did today. I mean, it's not easy at all, no matter what profession you're in, to fly in and pretty much go straight to work. And so I applaud him. I mean, everyone applauds him. The fan base here, they love him. He's one of those players that wherever he goes, he's going to get a lot of love just because of how hard he plays and the dedication to basketball that he puts in. So he deserves all the praise and all the love that he gets everywhere he goes.
All right, Callie, go ahead.
Hey, Jalen. For those of us on the outside, how would you describe what it's like to go through these last 2 weeks, as a player who has been available, but every morning you wake up, but every afternoon you get the news of who might be available, who might not. How would you kind of explain what that just sheer uncertainty has been like to work through?
It's last year all over again. I want to say thank the Lord I've been through this before, but I mean also it's kind of has its pros and cons. It's uncertainty, and but you just gotta just keep moving forward. Hope for the best. Try and do everything you can, and even if you do everything you can, you still might not be or might catch it or whatever, and might not. It's just, I mean, I don't know. This whole couple weeks has been a whirlwind. So you gotta get through it somehow, and we will, and we're gonna keep moving forward.
Cool. Thanks for your time, JB. Appreciate you.
Yep.
Always an upbeat guy, Walt. Always an upbeat guy, man. I mean, you always when that guy does an interview, Walt, you are gonna get some clicks. And good grief.
Listen, I keep seeing Sean and Money going back about the situation. Look, Jalen Brunson said himself, okay. Number one, I was curious why he didn't start in the middle of the floor. Number one, I was like, why the fuck is he going up top?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is he going? He should be saying he's a driver. Like he's not. Why would you? If you want to play like that, I actually thought he was going to keep the ball and go drive to the basket and get a foul. But whatever.
Right.
But for him to go to the top, hold the ball, and then pass it to KP like that, like you said, the play was messed up from the get-go.
Right.
He should have stayed in the center of the floor. I wish I would have been in the interview. I would ask Jalen, why did you stay in the middle of the floor? Where you could have where if you didn't see a good pass or a good lane to pass the ball, you could have just drove straight to the basket and got a foul at least or something. But you went to the top, up to the top left, and then stood there and then gave a bad pass to Porzingis.
Yeah.
I didn't get it, but okay.
Yeah, that's basketball IQ, man. I think that's what's getting kid, man. It ain't the fact that that they're losing. They're making dumb decisions at the end of games, and that's always gonna get you beat no matter what. I don't care how much talent or less talent. If you're making low IQ basketball plays at the end of the game, you're not gonna win those games.
I wonder if they're like if he's telling them like, man, you gotta listen to me.
Right.
Just listen to me. I promise you, I'll get you there. All right, so we got next up we got KP. Let's see. Yeah, you ain't gonna call someone out through the media by saying I asked for a ball back and get it. See, he didn't mention KP name once. He did. He said I gave a bad pass. He knows he messed up.
Yeah, he knows he messed up.
Right. Yeah, he knows he messed up. He should have. like you said, he should have been in the middle of the floor. I didn't understand why he went to the top left key.
Right.
Even if he couldn't even drive around to get. He would have stepped out of bounds trying to drive around and cut to the basket. Should have been in the middle of the floor, like you said. Which I still was wondering. I was like, where the hell is he going? What is he doing? Because for me, if you look at that play, it looks like the play was designed to give KP the ball from the get-go.
Right. And I'm
And
like,
they didn't give it to him.
they do. It's just like you like okay. Well, he had the ball on the far side. I thought, well, he's going to take this himself. Okay.
Yeah,
Then
that's right. I thought a pick was coming around the side. I thought
then he comes to the other side. I say, well, then he holds it again. I said, okay, now he's going to run a pick and roll. It just basically just stood there, and then he all of a sudden he throws the ball to KP with 3 seconds. Well, there's nothing else for KP to do but try to heave up something, hope it goes in or hits the rim and takes more time off the clock. So
listen, one thing for Jalen Brunson ain't being as nice right now. He is not being nice at all right now. That joke, he won't. I'm sorry. I think he wants out of here. Just listen to his post game. His body language is usually this right here. It looked like one of the nights looked like he was crying.
It may be.
Who knows, man? I can't remember what game it was. He had his head down the line. He was gathering himself.
Hey man, he ain't used to all this losing, man. You talking about a dude that won a lot at Villanova, won a national championship player of the year. He ain't used to all this losing.
All right, let's go to the other guy who may have had something to do with this blunder tonight. Our star guy of the night, KP.
I thought you were going to say Dwight Powell.
No, Dwight Powell. Oh, trust me, Dwight Powell is not getting an interview tonight, pal. He is not getting an interview at all. Let's listen to KP.
Yep, we got you.
All right, very good. What did you see happen on the last offensive possession?
DB helped. I think maybe we could have been a little bit less aggressive with Fox, knowing how quick he is, and then DP went in to help and just didn't. Maybe the next rotation should have been there a little bit earlier or be there. But and those are things that can't really blame the guys. Everybody went 100 miles an hour in that last play, so it's a tough loss. Didn't have our best game, but I think we should be happy with what we're doing. We obviously have moments, like every team have moments where we're not playing good and this and that, but at the end we have to look at if we show up, and we show up every night. Our defense shows up for the most part, and yeah, we have great coaching staff around us that are giving us the answers. And I think as the year is going on, we're getting better. The connection is getting better, and we're executing what we're asked for. This one's on us, on the players. I could have played much better. I know Doe is frustrated. He's foul trouble. So not our best performance, and that's on us, and take full responsibility. And what we got to do is take this loss, take this feeling, this feeling that sucks, take it and use it as fuel for next game.
I feel like you answered just like 5 questions right there.
Yeah, just kind of started going, and
I did want to ask what happened on the final shot you guys took that you took. Was that always the plan? Was the ball supposed to go to you sooner? I mean, in hindsight, it's easy to say that.
Yeah, no, it was random. It was I don't remember what was the play call, but what I saw from my perspective, and maybe I should have let JB just go to work. What I saw is like we didn't have anything. We had 3-4 seconds left, and just kind of went into the post. I knew I was going to be able to get a shot off, and yeah, just went in there. And if I had a pretty decent position, I looked at the tape. I think if Fox doesn't get his hands on the ball a little bit and kind of makes me go out, and I fumbled it for a second and then went up into the shot, I think I would have got a pretty good look. I would have been able to shoot over Barnes. But yeah, hats off to them. They stayed in the game when we made our runs, and they competed hard also, and you get rewarded for that. Huge big shot that Metu hit. Yeah.
All right, moving to Zoom, Dave.
Yeah, Kelly, go ahead.
KP with another 10-day COVID replacement guy coming in. How much did you get to talk to Isiah Thomas before the game, or did he really get to talk to any of you guys before the game? And just what have you thought about, his process of joining the team and you guys having to integrate another player on the fly?
Yeah, I talked to him a little bit before the game and throughout the game, and he's a vet of the game, and he was making reads, jumping in on the team today, and making reads, and he looked good out there, I thought. He's he's an experienced player. He knows this game, and I think he gave us a little bit of spark today, and we'll see going forward. But it's good to have somebody that's so experienced on the team.
Hey, Christos.
Hello, Christos. Hope you're doing well. Obviously, the outcome was tough for you guys, but what would you like to keep from tonight's game and maintain or improve on the next games?
I think our as I said, our effort and our defensive mindset. We allowed them to score 95. Should have been 92 if they don't hit that last three. So that's pretty good for to be able to hold the NBA team to that amount of points. Just our offense could have been. I thought we started off really in a good rhythm, moving the ball, hitting some open shots, and then we kind of staggered some moments a little bit. I think if we kept playing longer that way, going into all the actions quicker, executing a bit better, setting a better screen here, there, little things like that, we could have kept that momentum and that offensive rhythm for a longer time and created more of a separation, I believe. So, but competed hard, didn't get the win. As I said, use this feeling to fuel for tomorrow and the day after.
Cool. KP, thanks for your time, man. Appreciate you.
Let me get a couple quick ones in for you. We can do that as we walk in. I've been doing dirt stuff ahead of the jersey retirement.
Oh, we didn't get that question. We didn't get that one. Tim Cato's still working. Wait. I thought the mic was still on. Yeah, man.
Hey.
He don't care if he loses or win. He just happy Rick is gone. Can't blame him.
Hey, man, I get to touch the basketball. All right, listen.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, so we got this last one. Are you ready for this next one right here? It's the debut. The debut of IT.
Okay.
Mavs, Isiah Thomas. Of course, we had to talk to IT tonight.
Let's get it going, bro.
Let's get on him real quick.
From here it was. Yeah. Oh, should I keep my mask on?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
My bad.
We'll start inside the room and then we'll go to questions on Zoom.
Yeah, man. Welcome to Dallas. I usually say that for two new players.
Yeah.
I don't know if that works in this context, but just take us through what today was like.
Man, it's crazy because I was at Fred Meyer this morning getting some groceries, and Nico had called me, and the first thing he was asking me, he was like, "You think you could play tonight?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I could play tonight." So I was in Seattle. I was back home. I just actually got home from LA yesterday. So it's been a lot, but I'm built for this. I'm ready for it. I'm thankful for the opportunity, and it was a no-brainer when he asked.
So you knew going in that you were going to get playing time.
I mean, they told me just to be ready. They told me, and J Kidd and then Nico had told me just be myself. No, with every sense of the word, just be who I am and bring that to the team. And I'm always ready. So I didn't know if I was going to play. I didn't know if I was going to play a lot or a little bit. But me being a professional for 11 years, I'm just I'm accustomed to staying ready, and that's all I did tonight.
How much did you have to study the playbook? I know it's all the same sets of play.
I had to study a little bit on the way here. I got the playbook when I was on the plane, so I was able to study, but they kept it simple for me. I mean, it's just the terminology that's different. Team to team, everybody kind of runs the same, the same set. So the terminology was different, but coach kept it simple while I was out there and just made it easy for me.
All right, we'll move to Zoom, Dave.
Cool. Hey, Isiah, this is Dave from PR. We're going to start with Eddie Sefko from Mavs.com.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, sir. Jalen was in earlier and said that doesn't seem like that would be a person that was in your generation. How did you get to know him and get that connection?
His dad. You talking about Brunson?
Yeah. Hey, Eddie, you broke up a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not Rick.
Oh, so I met Rick. I might have been at a high school All-American basketball camp that he was at. I think it was NBA camp, maybe. I was maybe in the 8th or 9th grade. So I've known Rick for a minute, and it's crazy you said something because his son after the game was like, my dad said, what's up? Make sure to tell him, he said, what's up? So, I go back, shoot, I'm 32 years old now, 8th grade. I was probably 13, 14. So I'm a fan of the game of basketball. So I know who, Rick Brunson is, but I also got to, build a relationship with him for, a few weeks over the time of a basketball camp. And he's been nothing but, a plus for me, a mentor for me. Even, my earlier years in the NBA, he was assistant coach in the NBA. So somebody that always, was in my corner and always gave me the best advice ever. So I'm just thankful to be able to be around a long time to take all that advice that he's given me and just try to utilize it in my career.
All right, next up, we've got Landon Buford. He's from landonbuford.com.
What's going on, IT? You and Jamal Crawford have been talking about, what you could bring on social media all summer, but what do you feel that you can bring to this team for leadership purposes and just like mentorship?
I mean, I could bring everything. I've been in every situation possible in the NBA. I don't know how many players in the NBA can honestly say they've been in every situation, whether that's the franchise player, whether that's a 6-man role, whether that's a role player off the bench or a guy that doesn't even play. I've seen it all. So I'm able to, give that experience back to the younger guys and the guys on this team. So, whenever I can, I'm always able to lend a helping hand and give some wisdom, just from experience though, which is important in today's game, is just, giving back any way I can and trying to help the next guy. And that's all I'm here for is, when my name's called, be ready to produce, but also, just lead by example and lead vocally as well.
All right, we've got one from Kelly Kaplan of the Dallas Morning News.
Hey, Isiah, I'm curious. Did you know, besides Rick Brunson, did you know anybody on the team before you got here this afternoon? And what were the conversations like with the guys and with the staff, in breaks and play and whatnot when they were trying to get you up to speed and trying to make sure everybody was on the same page?
I mean, I've competed with most of these guys. Against most of these guys. There's guys on the coaching staff that I'm familiar with. I got coached by a few of them in Sacramento when I was here. So I'm familiar with the coaching staff, familiar with, most of the players. Obviously, some of the names is guys that I didn't know before I came here, but, the respect level, that's what it's about when you're at this level. Everybody respects everybody and everybody's a professional. So, I try to bring my energy to the locker room. I try to bring my positive mentality to the locker room and help any way I possibly can.
Well, thanks for your time, IT. The bus is leaving soon, so appreciate your time, and we will see you on Friday.
All right, thank you so much.
Thanks, IT. All right, guys, I just sent an email to you.
Definitely want that guy to make the bus. Don't want to leave that guy behind.
No.
Yeah, definitely want that guy to make it.
Yeah, man. IT's a baller, man. I like that, man.
I gotta be honest with you, man. I think he's gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, he better be here around, man. He better. I think he can add a lot to the team.
Yeah, Cuban loves guys that are, building themselves back up here in the. That's what the Mavericks team is for: build yourself back up and then go somewhere else and ball out. We've seen so many times other players, JaVale McGee, Jay Crowder. I've seen that before. But I want to real quick before we end this, what Sean Ireland said.
What?
Wouldn't mind leaving.
Come on, man. Come on, man. What y'all? Come on, man. Y'all.
We gotta meet Sean Ireland. This dude
Come
is
on,
cracking me up,
Sean. Man, don't do power like that, man. Come on, man.
Well, he said this way. He said, "I love how players are saying Nico gave them a call." That's what I'm talking about right there.
Right.
That lets you know my GM is working. Okay, my
Right.
GM is in the lab right now. You know
Right.
he went and found all these G League players that we got today.
Okay.
Yeah, he got him and Michael Finley went and got these guys. So these are guys that they went out and looked at and said,
Yeah,
these guys
man.
are perfect. Now I need them to start looking at some big men. I mean, goddamn, we ain't been signing nothing but guards lately.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. Long as the boy wonder, he let him go and do Shark Tank and Bitcoin. Leave him at the house, huh? Other guys can do their job.
So we'll be back Friday night. Tomorrow night we'll be in studio for bFb. Oh no. No. He's done. The Manimal, he's done. We're not bringing him.
Man, ain't in China.
I don't know. We're not bringing Manimal back. We're not doing
China.
that. We're not doing that.
Big up to Kenneth Furry in China.
No, we're not doing that. You can let that one go. So yeah, we'll be back here. We'll be back here tomorrow. bFb will be in studio tomorrow night, and then Friday we'll be back here for the Kings and Mavs postgame show again, part 2.
Early start.
Yeah, very early start, 5 o'clock. You guys are gonna get a treat on Friday, so we should probably be on about 6 or 7 o'clock. Early start, get you ready for New Year's, get you right in there to close out 2021 and get you ready for 2022.
I'm pretty sure the Mavs want to get out of 2021.
I bet you they do. and then to kick off 2022, you're gonna get double duty. You're gonna get a double duty from us on Sunday. You got 2 of it. We're gonna have Mavs. We're gonna have the Cowboys and Mavs. Gonna have the Cowboys taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two-time. You're gonna have the Cowboys taking on the Arizona Cardinals earlier that day, and then that night we're gonna have the Mavericks and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now listen, let me tell you something.
Oh, what a blockbuster burning game basketball game!
Let me tell you something. In 2020, before the COVID hit, I got in a car and rode to Oklahoma City to catch on New Year's Eve. They played them on New Year's Eve on 2020.
Right.
Went up there, catch a hot L from Chris Paul and Shaq Gilgeous-Alexander. Okay.
Yeah.
Caught a hot L from these two. Okay. So hot that I drove after the game, rode back home in the middle of the countdown for the new year. I was in the car coming home to 2020. So I knew 2020 was going to be a bad year. When I got in the car and rode to Oklahoma City, it was Chesapeake Arena at the time. Now it's Paycom Arena.
Really?
I rode to Chesapeake Arena. They catch a hot L from them is what happened.
Amen.
So hopefully this year on New Year's, hopefully I need them to rewrite this.
Well, we know you're behind ain't catching a ride up to Sacramento, California.
Dude, no, I'm not catching a ride.
If I see you on a plane going to Sacramento, California, I said, "Fool, what's wrong with you?"
Now, listen. Next year, I'm hoping to travel more. This year, it just ain't possible with COVID or whatever. NBA's rules are strict. But if the rules were strict, I actually would have probably went to some of the games like Miami. Well, now I can't go to Staples Center anymore. I got to go to the Crypt Arena. Got to go to the Crypt. So, yeah, man. So we'll be back here Friday. Well, we'll be on tomorrow night, and then we'll be back Friday. So, Kendrick, as pleasure. Well, I'll see you Friday, man. Get you ready for it. We're gonna get you ready for New Year's Eve. And hey, listen, man. Keep your feet on the ground. Keep reaching for the stars. Always do his best for business, and if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around.
We got one more game to go, Mavs fans, in 2021. Then we're gonna be on a roll, man. I'm predicting 15 straight, man. 15 straight.
Don't get these people hopes up before the new year. You about to let these people down.